Hi, welcome back to Wine Mastery. We are going to taste a Pinot Gris from New Zealand.
Ooh, very interesting, John.
I'm really looking forward to it because, we can get into the differences between Pinot Gris and Pinot Grigio.
You can tell us all about it.
I'll look forward to it. See you there. So we're going to taste a Pinot Gris in this episode, and it is a Pinot Gris from New Zealand.
Yeah.
So that's the difference between Pinot Gris and Pinot Grigio.
You tell me, John.
Well, from what I understand,
Go for it.
from what I understand, it is exactly the same grape.
Okay.
But Pinot Grigio is the style. So the style in Pinot Grigio is slightly fuller, more taste normally, a little bit richer, compared to Pinot Grigio, which is obviously the Italian version, which tends to be a little bit plainer, not plain in a nasty way, but in a more refreshing way.
Okay.
So there tends to be a little bit more taste to Pinot Gris, and that's just down to the climate and obviously the nutrients that it's getting from the soils.
We're all learning today. Thank you for that, John.
It's a pleasure. But probably now on to the important thing. So let's look at the price. Here it is. $12.99. If you buy 6 in the UK Majestic chain, if you're just buying one off, it's $14.99. So it's not a cheap wine. It's not sort of for me anyway. It may be different for you. Being a business owner, but for me,
no, I think you're right. It's not. Yeah, that's not obscene, is it?
It's not obscene, but it's not everyday wine for me. I know for you probably.
I'm just very fortunate. We get samples a lot of the time, so it's not. But no. But I don't think that's a bad price.
No, it's not a bad
Well,
price.
we say that. We have to taste it and find out.
Yeah, let's see if it's worth that money.
Yeah.
Well, let's just have a look at the label, the bottle and the label. So there it is, in case you can recognise it when you're passing Pinot Gris on the shelf. I'm sure it's available throughout the world. I say it's from New Zealand. I understand that the family that this is from have sort of trace their history back to the original, inhabitants of New Zealand. So well established. I've been at it a long while. Obviously, like a lot of wine, I think that most winemakers are just devoted to their craft, aren't they?
Yeah. It's a generation thing, isn't it? They all like they learn these little nuances that make the wines what they are.
Yeah. So it is very, very, very much a craft. I say, and an art, and obviously there is some science to it. But they put a lot of love into. Oh yeah. A lot of love into it. Okay. Well, shall we have a look at the colour?
Let's do it, John. Let's do it. Excuse me. So. Ooh. Yeah, it's very light. Very, very light colour, like it's pale straw.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
But I kind of like that already. I'll tell you one thing I did notice as well, I was looking at the bottles, this is 14.5%.
Wow.
I know.
That's a lot for white wine, isn't it?
Yeah, I would think so. It's hard now to find wines which are like lower than 12%, but 14.5 is quite beefy for a white wine.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
That makes me. I think I'm going to enjoy it even more because of that. Right, let's have a little go on the old nose.
Oh, that smells delightful.
Oh, doesn't it?
It's got like a honeydewy, melony.
I thought honeysuckle.
Okay. Yeah. That sweetness and.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
But not too sweet, not sickly sweet. Just a lovely little edge to it.
Not syrupy or sugary or it's.
And I don't know why, but you get that sort of powdered sugar on some sweets, like, I'm just talking about the sugar part of it now, not the actual sweet, but like on marshmallows or Turkish Delight, that sort of...
Yeah.
I'm just getting like a little bit of that somehow, which is obviously the sweetness, I guess.
It's like this stone fruit in there as well. It's definitely a nice...
It's a very nice aroma, yeah.
That's a very... tempting. It's making me want to get in there.
It is, me too.
So I'm going to just do it.
Let's do it. Let's go for it.
Oh.
That is delightful.
Isn't it just?
Oh, wow.
That is actually right up my street.
Wow. Commercial Street.
82 Commercial Street, Cherries, fine wines and cheeses, up until 5 every day. It's ticking boxes for me. Is that number one? It's like that the sweetness on the nose comes through on the palate. It's not like he said. It's not. It doesn't have sweetness per se, but because it doesn't have a lot of acidity in there, it's just enough acidity. It comes across as that touch of honeyed sweetness, like you said, and I can completely agree with that. Flavour wise, it's that stone fruit. A bit of pear in there. A lot of pear. In fact, it's like eating a juicy pear. You know that.
Yeah. Actually, it does make your mouth water like that, doesn't it?
Definitely.
I've stopped drinking, not because I don't want to drink anymore. I'm just seeing how long the taste lasts.
The length, yeah.
Yeah, and it seems to be lasting a long, especially for a white wine.
Did that do with alcohol then? Because it's high in alcohol.
Well, I was just you haven't said that made me think it's very well balanced, isn't it? Because you don't notice the alcohol there.
Oh, definitely not. No.
And so I'm not really thinking of I can tell this has got a lot of alcohol and it's full bodied and it still feels very refreshing.
Yeah, it's still. I don't know if delicate's the right word because it's still got a power of flavour there, but it's not. It's refined. It's not in your face with all that alcohol.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a full taste, but a light, delicate floral fruit taste.
I think floral. I think you've got it's that honeysuckle thing again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hit the nail on the head there, John. That is that's everything that came through on the nose coming through onto the palate.
Yeah.
It's ticking boxes in the right way. And again, now if we look at when we say $12.99, I think
it's got class, hasn't it?
I wouldn't be ashamed to serve that.
And I think actually comparing the nose to the taste is actually more robust than the nose.
Yeah.
The nose was very delicate, very nice, but very delicate. Whereas actually, there's a lot to go at in the taste.
Like I said, the length is there as well. It's really it's hanging on in there, but not in an awful way.
No, not in an awful way at all.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't. I'm struggling to find something I don't like about this.
I'm with you.
I mean, I think obviously, a hot summer's night, it'd be great. But even in a winter evening, by the fire, I think I'd be happy to drink this.
And I think this straddles the whole. If it was just you enjoying it on your own, that'd be beautiful. Or if it was in a social environment and you were drinking it with friends and things, it's not. It's nice enough, but not something that's going to detract from conversation.
No. I mean, but at $12.99, I'd be a little bit worried that they weren't appreciating the.
Yeah, you won't be a little bit worried. You'd be a lot worried, John.
Oh, true. Fair.
If you keep an eye as that ball went around the room. I'm very happy with that one.
So am I. Well, I guess let's move on to pairing.
Okay. Oh, I've not thought about that.
Well, shall I go into food first before you get to cheese?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, I think this would go very well with fish dish. I don't particularly like lobster, but I could see this going with lobster thermidor, is it?
Yeah. Thermidor.
I could also see it going with like a creamy pasta, like carbonara. I could see it going with that. I say with fish. I could even see it actually if you're sort of having a vegetable pizza. I could see it going with that and cutting through the cheese with that as well. So yeah, quite a versatile wine, I'd say.
Definitely, this is really panning out to be a good wine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cheese wise, I'm going to go with the Kaltbach Creamy. It says Swiss Alpine cheese. I may have recommended it before. It's one of my favourites in the fridge, definitely. It's got a very smooth, silky, velvety, sticky texture. Not overly powerful. A lot of people describe it as a posh dairy. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but I describe it as an Edam with style. But I think that those two together just marry beautifully.
I can imagine that actually. And
Excuse me.
I think also, and I know you wouldn't do this because being a cheese connoisseur, you wouldn't do this. But I would do that. I would do it on its own with the cheese, and I would also do it with a little bit of cheese and a little bit of sort of French bread, and the two together.
No, I don't mind a bit. I'm a bit of a purist. I like the cheese and so on, but every now and again, I prefer bread than crackers with cheese.
Yes, so do I. Yeah,
for some reason.
Yeah.
It's more, I don't know, especially like you say, when you tear a bit of bread off and then just get a bit of your blue cheese. Anyway. So yeah, that's where I am.
Fantastic. Well, that leads us on to the score. Now, let's score it on $12.99 rather than the $14.99, and because that's what I paid for it. Because I did buy 5 at the same, 5 others. Didn't want to waste that discount, did I?
It's not that he didn't want to, he just couldn't do it. He could not waste that discount. Okay, looking at that, it's good wine. $12.99, 14.5%, ticks a load of boxes there for me. I'm gonna give this a confident.
Okay. Can I have a guess at what you scored?
Of course you can.
I'd say 89.
You were close.
Okay, I'm going to go for 90.
Oh, I said 91.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just tipped it. I thought it was going to be 90, but then I thought, it's just got that something about it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Like you said, there's nothing I don't like about that wine.
No.
It's got everything going for it. $12.99 is not a horrific price. Like, it's versatile, so you could go with X, Y, and Z, enjoying it, drinking it on its own. So I think it just deserved to go over.
Yeah, and at 91, I mean, that puts it into our sort of top 10% in terms of
the elites.
Scores. The elites, yeah. Well, guys, if you get to try this wine, please let us know what you think of it. If you get to try it with some of the pairings that we've suggested, again, let's have your comments. If you know any other Pinot Gris that you think that we should be trying, then please drop us a line. If you haven't subscribed already, please do like this button, click that. Click the little bell, and it all helps other people find the channel. Thank you very much indeed. And so until the next time, when we look forward to sharing some more wine with you. Until then, chin chin.
Chin chin.